Let's play ball. Here we are, another night, another division, another Rocket League match ahead of us.
Yep.
I'm CJ. You're Dylan. Let's go.
Absolutely. It's the final match of the season before playoffs start next week. So we'll get our last little preview into the playoff bracket as we roll towards states. Tonight we're going to have two quick matchups for the Metro division. They look like they're going to be CJ?
I think that's agriculture and science early college.
Yep.
Which those guys are smarter than me, so they'll probably be really good at Rocket League too. And then the Concord Spiders, which
Spiders are scary.
Spiders are scary, so they're probably really good. And then ultimately we're going to jump into the Monroe Redhawks and the Piedmont Panthers after that. I'm not sure which is going to be first anymore. Mr. Producer will tell me at some point. If Monroe is going to play first, of course, as we know that Metro. This is the first time we've casted a Metro Rocket League match. It's going to be great.
It is. We're not playing a since. I don't know what we're going to do.
Let's roll that thing. Boom, 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 boom.
It looks like we're going to be loading in here. Monroe is going to be on the blue team, and Piedmont is going to be on the orange.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so for Monroe, it's going to be Spooky, It's Kev, and Prey. Rocking it out. And then the Piedmont side is going to be TBS Turtle, TC Yivern. They Love Me, XD, which is a smiley face behind it. They Love Me. And, by the way, Monroe is going to start us off with a quick goal. They are, in fact,
yeah, I was curious where the Spider is coming from. There's back the Red Hawks, and they're coming out red hot. I don't know how you put in the cool little smiley face like Trey has.
I know, that's dope. So, in traditional Rocket League sense, we're seeing some cars fly around, some chaos at the beginning of the match, and a lot of touches coming out from Piedmont in front of the goal, and the goal finally gets it clear, and see if we're able to get some ball control and keep the offensive on. The pass does come through. It's Kevin here, gets a nice bounce, and kind of seeing the I know Monroe scored an early goal, but just trying to settle. We're still in the settling phase.
Yeah, and honestly, given a lot of the matches we've seen throughout the season so far, there's a lot of aerials coming in here, a lot of good touches, a lot of good contact, not a lot of triple commits. This is nice gameplay coming in here from both teams, even though it's only 1-1. It looks pretty level in terms of the chaos that's ensuing.
Ray's going to try and take a little shot here. Doesn't have any boost, though. He's rotating back, and Piedmont looked like they had an opportunity. TC Wyvern is over there and had an opportunity to shoot the ball, but there's some defense coming out from the Monroe side. They should hire them as the Secretary of Defense.
We're after one that be the Minister of Defense, Sergio Perez, but no F1 car to live luckily. I did see the Skyline, I believe, by someone on Metro. Pretty cool car to be utilizing here. It's actually a Tottenham Hotspur French skin right there, which is pretty cool.
Spooks got 89 boost, does get a touch. Prey's gonna go up, gets a touch. We'll see if they bounce off the wall here. They play it up, and it's Kev is there, but no luck so far. Piedmont's gonna be able to answer back, and the double commit comes from them, and we're just tossing the ball back and forth, back and forth. See if anybody's able to get a little control. They Love Me. Bounce it up, give it away. Does push it out to the center of the map. And Spook's going to have an opportunity for a shot, but it's a little bit off. And oh my gosh, a breakaway, maybe. A shot comes through Piedmont. Isn't able to do it though. And Wyvern's trying to get some ball control here. Is out of boost, does get bumped. Tell you what.
I think there's a great song about that. It's Bump Bump Bump, right?
Yeah, I know that one. I've heard that one a lot. It's Kev. It goes over the top of his head. Piedmont's going to answer.
Yeah,
nice
like
shot by Turtle.
Yep.
And I was kind of waiting for that. Everyone was just, there was just a little bit of broken rotations back and forth.
Yeah.
Some last mans that were saving the ball. So finally, the offensive pressure just unrelenting for Piedmont ends up actually scoring one. And we're tied 1-1 with a minute 30 to go, or a minute 50 to go. Yeah.
Yeah, not only that, but it's a lot of times, especially, you know, it's on frame,
Yeah.
continually keeping it in front of the goal as soon as we say that. But if you just keep taking those little chip shots, inevitably something can go in. You know, one backline defender misses it like they did there. You know, you get an easy goal.
TC Wyvern with a good touch there to save that one. Monroe almost had a score, and TC Wyvern made sure it was not going to be one. Cray stuck a little bit here. This is the ball. Does pass it back to Spooks. Spooks going to take it, get it cleared in the middle, and it's going to be a bounce off the wall. Oh, they love me. Almost had a shot there. And able to come through.
I actually think They Love Me is playing defense, confusing people.
Yeah, I was lost.
Yeah.
The Turtle, though, is able to put one away. Piedmont answered back. They were down for the first 3 minutes of this match, scored one. And now they are up with a minute to go. Pressure's on Monroe, and they scored early, which is going to build some confidence for them. You know, they're not out of it.
Absolutely. I do always find it interesting. You see They Love Me down there in the blue skyline. Whenever the player has the wrong colored car to confuse the other team. I mean, it got us just then. You got to think, especially when you're rotating as quickly and trying to see who's on ball, it probably leaves you a little bit lost at times.
Yeah. Spook puts it in the middle, backboard. Does get
Good
the demo. Oh, and Kev is able to put it away. Huge play by Spook just to get the pass up. And you see the demo come right in the goal. Takes down TC Wyvern. And
not only that, but it's Kev hitting, connecting the shot. It's a great aerial. Lots of great touches from these teams. And I mean, and that's a really advanced move to be able to pull off the coordination there to have, you know, one player go on the assault and one player to go up for the aerial. Perfect execution from these guys.
He's going to have to get some ball control, but TC Wyvern does play defense and puts it back. It's going to be a lot on Spook here. He's in the corner, needs to make a play or a touch on this ball. TC Wyvern is there as well, and everybody's just kind of dancing around this one. Finally gets popped out to the center of the map. The pass is just coming through. TC Wyvern might have an opportunity to shot. Gonna get held up, and pass comes through Craig, gets it clear. Does get a nice bounce, is able to keep it up, but no shot comes through. Ball hits the ground right over time.
Yeah, it's exactly how you want to start off the series. You know, it makes it a really exciting match. Not too frequently we get some really good ones like this. As soon as we say that off the rip, Spook is looking for some quick aggression.
Yeah, Frey's here, gets a touch on it. If they can beat one, they're gonna have a shot. But honestly,
man.
No, Cray, the dribble does not go his way. TC Wyvern just takes it off top of the car, and it's just an easy shot. I think Cray was looking for a pass back to Spook, and it just didn't work out between two teammates.
Yeah, right place, right time for TC Wyvern. Yeah, Wyvern, whatever. Great place, great time. You know, making the offensive push, picking the pocket, taking it to the end of the pitch, and drilling it home for the overtime winner.
Pretty even on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stats, yeah.
Very, very close. I mean, you look across the board, we're probably plus or minus 50 points, which is really impressive. You do see a few more demos come in on Monroe's side. I mean, honestly, that's how they were able to get that sneaky equalizer at the end. So maybe that's something if you're Piedmont's coaches, you kind of maybe want to pick up on going into the next match. Yeah. You're saying, hey, look out for those demos, look out for those coordinated assaults and plays. Yeah. And you know, other than that, yeah, it was an overtime victory, so it's obviously close for both teams. So what are your takeaways going into the first match?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, the one goal on Monroe's side did come from a demo, you know, and they had, you know, Piedmont didn't have any demos at all. So, like, it looks like the demo game, a little bit of like, hey, I'm going to make this pass and then try and go for the demo. Didn't really happen on the Piedmont side. It also, like, Monroe came out and they got an early goal, which is going to give them a little bit of momentum.
Sets the tempo early.
Yeah, but they kind of flattened out after that, right? There was just a lot of chaos around the ball. Nobody was giving each other respect on the space. It was like everyone was very concerned with the ball right in front of them. So they were really playing the passes and stuff. So the game just became a little bit more like touch, 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 touch. Piedmont finally scores. I think that slowed Monroe down quite a bit at that point, and they were trying to regain. Ended up equalizing, and then the overtime goal was just, once again, unfortunate, right? Like,
for sure. Just got your pocket pick. It looks like the players are in the lobby and ready to go, so I think we are queuing up for the next one now. Let's see if they are still on the same side.
Cool. Yeah.
And it looks like they are same colorway, same sides for the viewer. We do still have They Love Me in the disguise that is a blue car. And
it's a good touch.
Amazing touch. From Spook.
Oh my gosh.
In the first game, you didn't let me heat up. Watch this.
Well,
this is an incredible goal.
It was crazy. Well, Spook started that, like, didn't play it off the well. I thought the pass might have come through, but just gained a little bit of ball control and dribbled it over two. Actually, dribbled it over the whole team. So
yeah.
Good touch by Spook.
8 seconds in, that's a heck of a way to start, especially after the overtime loss in game 1.
Oh, let's do it. Now Spook makes another defensive play. He's going to have another touch here. And as I say that, They Love Me just misses one. And it's Kev
there to back it up.
Yeah. It's Kev.
A little bit there by Turtle in the defense. Yeah, the problem with the quick rotations like this is it's really hard to get back. You have to make hard cut angles at the last second. Looks like just a slight misplay there. It's Kev able to capitalize and knock home a second one. Monroe wasn't able to do this last time. They also got a quick demo. Probably is going to help them a little bit, especially in the boost game. It does look like Monroe right now is doing a really good job of controlling the boost, which is something we didn't really bring up too much in the first match. But if this is going to be a heavy aerial affair, you need boost to be up into the sky. And if you're the team that controls it, you're the only one that can fly.
Spook's here in the corner. 65 boost. He's going to have to bail out. He's going to put It's Kev in a 1v1.
What a save.
Yeah, good play. TC Wyvern is there. Love is trying to do something here, and it just the onslaught from Piedmont just gets stopped on Rowe playing some good defense right now. And as I say that, TC Wyvern's going to beat one. Doesn't matter though. It's Kevin's last man and back. Right
Another
here.
demo comes in. It feels like, oh, there's actually one back to the Piedmont side. It does feels like that's kind of been Monroe's saving grace, whether it's on the offense or the defensive side. They just try to get a demo out, try to reset the field. But it looks like Bray was able to get a long shot across the arena. And sometimes you just put it on frame and it pans out like this. Man, that is an incredible past 50 on the pitch shot that goes in. Just nobody back, you know?
Turtle was demoed. The other two were looking for boost. So open goal.
Yeah.
Bray with a pass up to Spook. Does not get it. Just a little bit too forward.
I know it's only 3 minutes or 2 minutes into the match, 3 minutes remaining right now. If you are Monroe, is this the time when you start to say, hey, let's slow down a little bit, let's play a little bit of defense? You know, they were able to score 2 goals pretty quickly last time. We just hunker down, control the boost. Is this one you just try to ride home, or are you trying to continue the bleeding and just punish them?
I think you punish them.
Woo, what a save.
Turtle in the net just makes it a good one. And Monroe's just looking, their passes are like so close to being there. And as
Kevin,
I say
another
that,
one on frame, yeah.
They're really playing the middle well. Like this pass that comes through a touch that, you know, it's Kev is just kind of back and sees that nobody's kind of chasing this ball on the Piedmont side. He's able to put one through. It's
honestly, I mean, right now Monroe is just playing very, very dominant. And it's one of those, after seeing the first game, you felt like it was very close and like it could go either way. And, you know, in hindsight, maybe they were just kind of missing all of their touches and things weren't going their way. Because right now, I mean, Cray with another crazy shot on frame. It just looks like everything's going their way. They're just able to get all the clean shots. They're warmed up. But Piedmont's been making some incredible saves. I mean, Turtles had a couple that were halfway through the net that they brought back. So you really need to bounce back as soon as we say that you get a demo coming in from Monroe. There you go.
Turtle's been aggressive on the offensive side too. So one of those aggression plays decides to finally come out and just gets a good touch on the ball. Nobody's back. Everybody's trying to. There's a lot of passing going on the Monroe side, so they're just trying to get a pass to come through.
For sure, just chip them on frame, and inevitably a few will go in. We're only about halfway through this match, so I mean, 3 down is pretty realistic to come back from. You just gotta same as that. Just keep a few on frame, keep it going your way.
That's a great way. Gray's gonna have a little bit of a pass off the wall here, but Turtle cleans it up. Last is back is Kev, and Oh, no.
Oh, what a center.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable center by Wyvern.
Yeah, Wyvern gets a nice little center there, but nobody there to follow it up. Spook's got a shot here. Turtle gets a good touch. Gonna give it to Frey.
Too high for Spooks.
Oh, TC Wyvern tries to get a touch. Turtle's alone. Does miss, but a little bit off, so it doesn't matter. They love me, gives the ball back up. TC Wyvern's going to put one over by the net. See if they're able to clean it up. They are not. No ball control yet. As I say that, it's Kev pushes it out.
I never noticed the bottom of the skyline was like so well done.
Yeah. Neon lights up there too. It says a word on the bottom.
Say Red Bull?
Rebel.
Oh.
Like Rebel. Yeah. But I do. Yeah, hey, Rebel. Yeah. Sign me up. Here we go.
Oh, nice chip shot there by Spook. Just taking a little opportunity, a little gap. Nothing fancy there over the top. Just a little home to the ground, little chip shot bump in behind the D.
Kev was going for the bump too, and Kev also made that play happen because he just won a 50 against somebody on their side. So. Turtle's gonna have a look at a shot here. Doesn't get the right touch. Kev tries to get some ball control. The ball ends up in the middle. Pass comes out to Frey. Kev decides to back up to some boost. Frey's here in the corner. Let's see if they're able to get it out. Spook's gonna try and pass it. Does get across the center. Oh, a couple whiffs come through. No real control on either side. Just trying to figure out what to do with it. It's Kev decides to cut the rotation. Is up and has a little bit of boost and a nice little baby touch on it. Make the pass, but no connectors on the receiving end. It's not going to matter though. Monroe's going to take game number 2. Answer the call. Duty. Piedmont won game 1, but Monroe's going to win game 2.
Honestly, I just saw Monroe's logo has an eagle in the middle of it. That thing is sick. Or a red hawk, but like, that thing looks wicked.
I mean, a red hawk and an eagle are both vicious. Not vicious, but
I feel like they're
majestic
vicious.
birds that are just
Yeah, I feel
ready
like they're
to
pretty
take
vicious.
down.
But I mean, it fits them right now because Monroe is looking mighty vicious that game. I mean, we went from a borderline even stat line to Spook almost has the score of the entire Piedmont team.
Almost, yes. Yeah, Spook definitely showed up that game. I think just the comms on both the Monroe side, just like we saw a different Monroe team that time.
Sure.
Right?
I also think you saw there was 3 assists coming in from the Monroe side. Piedmont didn't have any in that game, and that's because every time they were getting an opportunity, it was a redirect, it was a chip shot, it was a intercepted pass. I mean, it felt like they had to kind of like pick the pocket of Monroe to be able to get it. But I mean, that's literally how they won the first game of the series, was a pickpocket off the top of a roof to an easy goal. Totally. So I do think if you're Piedmont, you probably need to be trying to set up a little bit more ball control, trying to set up a little bit more shot making. I don't necessarily know that centering is the play right now just because it seems like Monroe is so dominant in the air. I just think you just got to be putting a lot of balls on frame, keeping it low in front of the net, and just trying to hit liners in. Yeah,
I think the Panthers maintain the confidence they had game 1 and just choose to contest a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like those initial pass, if you beat that initial pass, the last man is not normally saving that goal. So
yeah, 100%.
You're scoring that way. So.
Totally. Sounds like the players are queued up into the lobby and starting it up now. Looks like we're cutting over. Players stay on the same sides, same colors. We break off here. Nice 50 on the start. It's Kev said, we're pushing this thing early. I want a goal in the first 10 seconds like the last 2 matches. Does not look like they're going to. So if you're Piedmont, this has got to be a victory. This is the longest you went into a game without a goal scored. I say that, but it took 14 seconds. It's better than 8. But incredible initial salvo coming in from Spook with the center, and it's Kev coming in with a slam dunk on the little alley-oop. Great start if you're Monroe. I mean, it's, high flying, full throttle action kind of did the last time. It does feel like their breakout strats are really solid.
Yeah, the 50 really came through on the back end there. I mean, Spook just beat TC Wyvern to the ball. TC Wyvern's just got to get a better touch on that when they're trying to clear it. But we're able to do it. It's all right. they're still in the game. They have an opportunity here. Once
Yeah,
again,
100%.
they just got to be scrappy.
That was a really brave pass by Spook.
I like it. I respect it.
Yeah.
Especially because, like, if Spooky gets that ball up, he's going to be 2 for sure.
Yeah, and it's a good chip shot across the field. Good demo.
Good touch. Cray's going to have an opportunity. Gets beat by Turtle to the ball. He goes the other direction. And as I say
redirect.
that, yeah, Cray doesn't put that up top of the car. Spooks here has got one to beat. 50s.
Turtle came out of nowhere.
Yeah, Kev's going to be over here trying to get a touch on the ball. It is up. Oh, Cray no touch. Spooks there. Gets another 50 to keep the pressure on. Whew. They're just unrelenting right now. Kev's going to try and play it off the backboard, but no luck. The last one's going to be here that's going to make the play is Turtle, and TC Wyvern and Turtle decide to pinch that ball together, get it out. It's going to go up. Does not get the 50, and that is going to be the difference maker right there. Turtle is like half a second sooner he gets to the ball and makes the play.
Yeah, it's Kev with another awesome aerial. Just kind of gets it over the defender. Not even a hard shot, just a little bloop over the top. When you're hitting for that high and you know there's going to be contests coming in, it's really hard to kind of do that. You really got to think for Piedmont right now, maybe the better play is going to be to try to, just take it right down the middle of the field.
Yeah, a real good kickoff. TC Wyvern wins it, gets it off the wall, and they love me just here. Beat Spook to it. Couldn't do much. Spook's trying to get Spoos.
Totally, that's what's and that's what's tough if you're Piedmont. Like if you play the misses, you can be rewarded with free and easy goals like that. But if you play for the misses, you're not playing for the aerial that's coming down Main Street right at you.
Yeah, I think when I look at both these teams, like you want to keep it scrappy if you're Piedmont. So they just got to continue to be unrelenting and willing to like dive on the passes, and because they're just getting outclassed mechanically right now. There's more mechanical skill on both sides.
Yeah, it feels like the air is their home, and you just got to keep it away from there, keep it on the ground, do chip shots, try to play a little bully ball.
Right there is a great. It's just a good 50 off the wall that really makes the play for Kev. I don't even know who it was. It was who's it? Great. Great showed up and just got a 50 off the ball. And like, it's kind of a lucky 50 too, like just played the anticipation of the ball.
For sure. Just centers it up, but you get another easy goal. Takes it from a 1-goal match to a 2. Which, you know, if you're Piedmont, that's a little gas out of the sails. Oh, off the wall to themselves.
Pass. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's like basketball, right here. Pass, Kev puts it over to Cray. Cray puts it off the wall. Kev's back in the play.
Yeah.
Even if there's a defender there, you're still going to get that, right?
Totally. And it honestly looked like they were trying to play a little bully ball and knock the goalie out, but they weren't in position anyway. Good 50, Spook pushing it up. But again, like if you're Piedmont and Wyvern over here, the biggest element you have is because Monroe is so hyper aggressive and trying to constantly aerial, they miss occasionally like that. And when they do miss, you do have great opportunity to counter. But when they don't miss, it's in the back of the net.
Yeah, Monroe is just keeping the pressure on here. They're just sending the right amount of guys forward to really score. And if you're Piedmont, you're thinking to yourself, how are we going to beat these guys? What's going on?
You had stuff in the moment because game 1, you ran a strategy and it worked out and you got the dub. And then game 2, it got a little out of hand and you probably thought to yourself, well, we didn't really change a whole lot. What happened?
Great touch. Oh, could not clean it up, but I love the touch by Wyvern. Just gets it over, pops it to defenders. They knew that they were going to stop him, so slows the ball down and makes a miss. Good play by Wyvern. 50 by Curly too.
Yet also, I mean, you know Monroe's just flying through the air the whole time, but they're constantly, everybody on their team is over 50 boost. Piedmont's is kind of struggling to get the big boost packs, only getting small ones. Brady just kind of flies in. Surprised there wasn't a second shot attempt there. It does look like Monroe a little bit right now are letting off. Maybe not quite as full throttle, but you also have a 4-goal lead with 90 seconds coming up.
Turtle's going to be here. See if he can make a play. He does get a nice touch on the ball to kind of 50 it up, and Wyvern's there. The ball's not going to fall, though. Kev's going to show up and get it pushed out. And as I say
nice shot.
yeah, the shot comes through. but
One more touch, yeah.
Yeah, Piedmont's just not there to be able to put it away. Can't let Spooky get all that space. Challenge those ones. Just seeing a little bit of back and forth, playing for crazy happening right now. Monroe's still looking good, just holding on to their lead. Trying not to do anything silly that's going to give it up. Gray's going to have 60 boost, gets a nice touch, centers it. Does not get the second though. And Spooks here. Going to give him the ball, but almost plays it off the wall to get a touch to Gray. But the back and forth just continues. He's not trying to get something going. Likely will be too little too late though, as 14 seconds on the clock remain. Gotta score 3 more goals. Probably not gonna happen this time. And boom, Monroe. Our Red Hawks are gonna take game number 3. It's 2-1.
With the cool logo, after this match I have now thought the Red Hawks, that is the best name for these players because they're dominating the skies.